Hello everyone, hope you're well and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're on the ground again at Lisbon, but instead of a fly-by-wire Neo, we're here in the Aerosoft CRJ, more specifically the CRJ1000. So I've flown in the 550, the 700 and the 900 before, but not in the 1000. And well, main reason for that being is not many operate the 1000, but one such operator which does operate them and has a fair few is Air Nostrum on behalf of Iberia Regional. So here we are at Lisbon taking Iberia Fly A775 with call sign Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo from here to Madrid. So I recently picked up LatinVFR scenery in a sale. And I thought, you know what, there's not many better ways to try it out than a short hop across the Iberian Peninsula. We're at Terminal 1 at one of the remote stands, or remote-ish stands, because, well, why not? And we are on VATSIM again. We've got a fair amount of AI. If I can get back to the camera and zoom in, that'd be great. I don't actually know the keyboard shortcut for it, but we've got a fair amount of AI. We've got a TAP A319 having just landed, and what looks like, well, it's a Lufthansa Airbus of some description. I don't know if it's a normal one or one with Sharklet. Well, it's one with Sharklet. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's a Neo. So Lufthansa A320 Neo and a TAP. Oh, that's very quick. And a TAP A319 having just landed. So ATC is online, but I won't call them for clearance just yet. We've got to sort a few things out first, and to do that, we'll just hop into the cockpit quickly. So, that's one thing I've got to do: align the IRSs. Nope, put that back in. Thank you. Right, so we'll align our IRSs. And in the meantime, we can have a look at the rest of our instruments. So that all looks fine, although your damper might have to attempt to engage again. It just sometimes doesn't do it. Oh well. Right, so it looks like we have finished refueling. So what we can do is go to the fuel panel, shut these off, turn that off, and, well, it's a bit annoying because that's obviously meant to be the other way around. That's just meant to be the other way around, but this bug has been around for a while. Anyway, fueling complete, seatbelt sign can go on. The rest of that looks absolutely fine. APU's off for now.
Traffic altitude 1656 miles out of runway 21.
So, well, I'm on Unicom at the moment. Lisbon ground is online. Lisbon ATIS is also online. Should be anyway. What I can do is I'll tune into the ATIS quickly and have ground on standby. So the ATIS is 124.15. Just pop that in. Eventually. Apologies if there's a bit
Via
of background
Hotel 1.
noise.
Advise if unable medium and light aircraft. Expect position uniform for departure. Takeoff available distance 2,412 meters if unable. Advise before push. Wind 240 degrees 10 knots variable between 220 and 280 degrees. Light.
For now we'll just...
Drizzle visibility 10 kilometers. Cloud. Few at 900 feet. Broken at 1,200 feet. Temperature 2.14 QNH 1019. Comply with speed limitations. Acknowledge LPPT information kilo.
So information kilo is current. Just have a listen to
Humberto Delgado Airport Quietus Kilo. 1500 Z. Expect ILS approach. Runway and use 21. Transition level 50 after landing vacate via Hotel 1. Advise if unable medium and light aircraft. Expect position uniform for departure. Takeoff available distance 2,412.
We can pop that onto ground now and just fill in the rest of our flight plan. I'm doing it on the other MCDU just because speed breaks in the way and it just makes it a bit of a faster type. So our route today takes us via EXONA, then PORLI, then RODAP, there we go, and a waypoint called OGERO, and from there we actually join an airway. Not found. Oh, OGERO, that'll be it. Then from that we join the Upper Zulu 409 airway to the Toledo VOR. Is it a VOR or an NDB? One of the two. We join that to Toledo, and then from Toledo we go, or Toledo rather if you want, but from there we go on our star into Barajas, so should be relatively straightforward. So wind today is favouring 2-1, so I'll pop that in there. Knowing my luck, we'll just be told we're on a different SID for some reason, but I'll just put that in anyway. What we can do is we can go straight to our PFD and just make sure all that's fine. Okay, so what we can do is go back and if I can find it.
Ryanair 128 ready for pushback and start.
Fine.
Ryanair 128 at position now, traffic on your tail.
Copy that.
Right, I do want to clear this, but it's just not letting me. Oh my god, please, let me...
Normal Qatar, Aerosoft 165, vacating via Hotel 1. Aerosoft 165, Qatar, taxi to stand 223 via Uniform, Lima, Mike and Echo. Uniform, Lima, Mike and Echo to stand 223, Aerosoft 165, obrigado.
Go back to our flight plan actually. So we're, as I said, we're Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo. Let's put that on our flight number. Execute. I don't even think we have to execute. Can do. Go to our perf in it. We're cruising at flight level 280 today. Another thing we can do is copy perf init data to FMS just to populate all of that.
Ground Lufthansa 64 Mike, requesting start and push.
Execute. Oh, looks fine.
64 Mike, hold position.
Wind components. It's telling us that average wind is 278 at 39. But I don't actually know how to program it in. Anyway, our ISA deviation is +4. And we're expecting a average wind component of +25. But again, I don't actually know how you program that in.
Lufthansa 64 Mike, push and start the plus facing north and break away on Alpha as far as you can. Push as far as you can.
Right, at some point we'll call
okay,
for,
push and start the
call
rule
for
for
clearance.
Lufthansa 64 Mike, facing north.
That looks fine. That looks fine, I think. What we can do is go to the perf page. It's a fairly long runway, so we'll just flex to about 55. It's not too bad. There's advisory VNAV enabled, which is fine. Keep that on. Perf init fuel management flight log, that's also fine. Right, the IRSs have just aligned, so what we can do as well is turn the flight directors on. I keep forgetting they're coupled actually, so beats me. And it's begun to rain. Fantastic. Right. What you can do quickly is start fuel pumps and turn the APU on. There we go. Should be starting up. Just make sure DC service is online as well. And we'll quickly call for clearance. Well, I'll need to get a scratch pad up first, but I'll call for clearance when I got up. So, here goes nothing. Lisbon Ground, good afternoon. Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo, information Kilo at stand 106, requesting IFR clearance to Barajas.
Air 89 Kilo Echo, hello, information Kilo is correct. Break cleared Madrid, EXONA 9 SR departure, squawk 4705.
Lead Madrid via the EXONA 9 Sierra departure and squawk 4705, Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo.
Air 89 Kilo Echo, is that correct?
Easiest IFR clearance ever. Right, okay. 4705 into the box. Eventually. That is 454647. And 4705 into the box. Fantastic. Okay. That's our transponder set. Our APU is on. So what you can do quickly is shut the doors. Or rather just shut the cargo doors because they're sort of in the way. And kill the ground power unit.
Header 128, push and start approach facing north.
Just keep the chocks in place for
Push
now.
and start approach for right by
Oh,
the
actually.
1 please.
Just chuck the parking brake on.
Lisbon Ground, Air Portugal 520, ready for taxi to runway 2.
Chucks away.
Portugal
Goes up.
520, straight ahead and Alpha, 20 section Alpha 6. All short
Just watch that door shut.
Air Portugal 520, do you mind repeating that for
Portugal 520, taxi straight ahead and Alpha to intersection Alpha 6, all short.
Oh, that's the guardrails. Whoops. Right. You shut the door now. Cabin lights I think I might just want to put on a tiny bit. And remove the chocks. There we go. We'll probably be asked to push and start facing north. One thing I can do as well is get
Stand 6 for Mike, we are ready to taxi.
rid of the baggage. Just to get that out of the way. Right, what we can do is go, before we call for pushback, and go through before start checklist. So, passenger signs are on.
Lisbon Ground, Air Portugal 520, Alpha 6, Alpha 6, full short of runway 21, Air Portugal 5.
Did I just hit
And
air
also
bridge?
6 for Mike, we'll put ship for now, traffic pushing. On the position 6 for Mike.
If there's an Airbridge Cargo 74 here, that'd be hellfire. It's very busy here. It's not why I'm complaining. Right, I completely forgot to get my charts up. Go me. But we may actually be leaving on time for once. It's very, sadly uncharacteristic for me. But, as we say over in London, we move. On the EXONA 9 series, I'll pin that as well. And if I go back, if I want to set my my landing elevation as the elevation of, well, the airfield we're landing at, which is Madrid. I can't actually remember if that's high up or not. And oh my god, there are a lot of charts. There you go, airport. So the airport is at around 1,900 feet above sea level. So what I'll end up doing is I'll have to just do a cheeky alt and just undock the window and increase that to about 1,900.
5204, runway crossing, monitor Unicom on 22.8, enjoy your flight to Manchester.
Really high.
Metro for runway crossing, monitor Unicom 122.8, thank you for the service, Air Portugal 520, have a go.
Right, I'll probably pre-select Unicom as well. As ground is obviously not responsible for any movements in or around runways. That's normally tower's responsibility. You can do as well as pop that to standby. And just engage with your damper quickly because it never seems to engage when you want it to. Okay, so passenger signs are on, landing elevation is set, altimeters 1019, about 350 odd feet. FMS is checked and set, which is what we just did now, so that's all fine, that's all fine. And go keep that on the legs page and keep that on the flight plan page. Radios and nav aids are set, RS is aligned, and nav takeoff briefing. What we can do is just set the V speeds as well. And with that checklist complete, let's just go through that. It's fairly standard. Right, I'll call for pushback now then, and stop raining. Nice. Lisbon ground at Nostrum 9 Kilo Echo, ready for push and start.
Air 128, taxi to holding point uniform 500 to 1 by Alpha Uniform.
Huh?
Alpha Uniform runway 21, Brian 128.
And Lufthansa 64 Mike, taxi to holding point uniform 500 to 1 via Alpha Uniform following Boeing 738. Taxi via Alpha Uniform following traffic, Lufthansa 64 Mike. And water station, second.
Lisbon ground Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo, ready for push and start.
Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo, push and start approved facing north.
Push and start approved face north, Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo. Alright, cool. North facing pushback as I expected. What we can do is press enter, that's our pushback pre-planned, and request that quickly with Toolbar Pushback. Let's chuck our beacon light on. And logo light we can chuck on as well, yeah, why not? Alright, that looks fine. Not complaining. Although I do want to turn the panel lights on that side as well, just compulsive a bit here. That's another thing I forgot to do. I'll just set our altitude to flight level 280. There we go.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed, and all.
I honestly love Toolbar Pushback. It's just so amazing.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
It's not much lift in a CRJ.
We are cleared for start and push.
The road shocks are gone, that's fine.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Ah, that's
Parking
brake
brakes
done.
are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Brian 128,
We'll start at the
to cross runway use to runway 1
Right, okay.
correction.
So what we can do is we can start the
Air
timer.
128, negative, turn right to uniform or to loading point uniform 5. Hold short of runway.
Start engine number 1.
Okay,
Let's
that's
wait
right.
for N2 to rise to about 17% or so. Yep, that's N2 at 17%. Fuel in. Just let the rest of the start process do its thing. Again, apologies if there's a bit of background noise. I've got my window open and there are many trains on West Coast Main Line, so it's a lot of fun. Goes a friend. I don't even know what airline that is, but it's a friend nonetheless.
Last call was 46 for Mike. Negative, but you can also monitor Unicom 122 this Mike, bye-bye. Unicom 128 for Lufthansa 6 for Mike, thank you, bye-bye. Air 128, you can monitor Unicom 122 direction Mike, bye-bye.
Let's get started on engine
Thank you so
number
much.
2.
Brian 128.
Start on engine 1.
Set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Can do quickly as well is just turn our windshield heats on, our probe heats on. Anti-ice will just leave as it is. Weather's fine. That's all fine. Once that light extinguishes, we'll turn VAPU off and do a flight control check. So runway heading out of Lisbon, before I forget, well, I say it before I forget, as if I won't forget, I probably will forget, is, well, our runway 21 is 206, so what we'll do is we'll just set runway heading quickly. Just for simplicity. And I forgot to put the fuel in. Very nice. I was wondering why the engine was taking so long to start. Just realised I forgot to put the fuel in. That can't be good for the engine. Oh god. Well done. Why does the flight director come off? There we go. Right, okay, so let's come off, we can turn the APU off. APU shut-off valve is open. And now it's closed, there we go, fantastic. Okay, so what we can do is turn our crossflow override to manual, flaps down to 8, and go to our flight control page just to do a little flight control check. So rudder full left, yep, that's fine, full right, neutral, full down, full up, neutral, and full left, full right, neutral. The trim setting for takeoff today, according to our PFD, I forgot what it's called. This is what Ramadan does. No, it's a PFD. No, EFB, that's it. So according to our EFB, takeoff trim is 7.3. So we'll set that. We can do is also arm the thrust reversers.
Lisbon ground, boa tarde. FedEx 145, requesting high-fire clearance to port as filed.
FedEx 145, boa tarde, information Lima, QNH1018, break clear, Porto, inbound 3 Sierra departure, squawk 4770.
What I end up doing is also not putting it out to primary, putting it out to status. There's no warnings on our
Clear
MCP.
to port as filed by the inbound 3 Sierra departure, QNH1018 on board, squawk 4772, FedEx 145.
FedEx 145, is that correct?
What we can do as well is turn our taxi lights on and request taxi clearance. Lisbon ground air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo ready to taxi.
Madrid 89 Kilo Echo, QNH1018, break, taxi to loading point uniform 5, runway 21 via Alpha and uniform.
Taxi holding point uniform 5, runway 21 via Alpha and uniform air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo. Right, it's going to be a very short takeoff actually, so I say very short, but the runway at Lisbon is huge, so it's not going to be that bad. Oh, I forgot to arm the nose wheel steering. We'll do that now. Yeah, I'm really forgetting everything today, aren't I? Good fun. New QNH is apparently 1018, but MSFS hasn't updated accordingly yet, because, of course. Relatively simple taxi for us, so down on Alpha where we are now. Sort of near enough to the end, but not to the end, where the runway is. And then make a right onto uniform and take off from holding point uniform 5. Shouldn't be too bad. Right, so that all looks fine, so takeoff config okay, reverse is armed, manual crossflow, seatbelts, no smoking. Fantastic. Okay, so that's all fine. Perfect. Okay, so for now, let's we are taxiing quite slowly. I think I'll just pop some power in just to get us moving. Our APU door is shut, so that's exactly what we want. So don't really want the APU door providing a ton of drag on our takeoff. The APU door on a CRJ is like back here somewhere. it's like back here, and obviously when that's open, it's a little flap that opens out. All very exciting. Tell you what, I hadn't realised just how long this thing is. It just looks so oversized for what it is. It's crazy. Let's put a bit more power in. I don't know if it's because we're heavy or just because CRJ1000 takes a while to get moving, but you can really sort of tell the difference between taxiing this and taxiing the Neo in terms of you know, how quickly we pick up speed. It's a whole different thing to fly, and that's sort of what I love about flight sim. It's, you got to learn so many different, you know, flying styles, taxiing styles, etc. for different aircraft. It's really, really interesting. I can't wait for a lot of the sort of higher fidelity airliners. So PMDG 737-700 is round the corner. I honestly cannot wait for that to come round. Love to show you guys a flight somewhere like Midway, you know, into the square mile in a 737-700. It'd be tons of fun. Be a really interesting approach, especially with the Javietsky Chicago landmarks pack installed. And there's a plane which textures ain't loaded. Don't even know what that is. It might be that Lufthansa Neo we saw earlier. And so it is. Ciao. So we've sort of parked ourselves right at the wrong end of Terminal 1, shall we say. Because it means we've got a huge taxi going all the way to the end. It should be coming up on uniform now though, so it's not too bad. I really do like the scenery though, it's super. So MK Studios is Lisbon, I believe. And obviously with it being an MK Studio scenery, they've done a fantastic job of it. Especially considering how limited MSFS's SDK is at the moment. I'm honestly really impressed. So that's uniform coming up now. It'll be the, not this ride obviously.
But 89 kilo, you can continue on Unicom 122.8 and try flight.
Over to Unicom 122.8 and Ostrom 89 Kilo Echo. Have a good one. Right, okay. Over to Unicom.
FedEx 145, I'll be closing shortly. You can come monitor Unicom 1.
There we go. What you can do in the meantime as well, once we turn onto uniform, I think, is turn our transponder on. Just put that on, so I know weather radar doesn't work, but it's still force a habit. Well, I hope there's like a fix in the SDK. That'll mean the weather radar works soon. That'd be really nice. That all looks fine. That all looks fine. Lower that armrest again. There's uniform, so there's our right turn. Don't see anyone coming in yet, but I'll obviously do the right thing and announce that I'm at the holding point in just a second. Just keep on going. Said holding point uniform 5, so it's the one right at the end. Alright, so what we can do now is turn our TCAS on. I want to go back here, so turn it towards, so that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Perfect. Just keep going for now. There's no one on our TCAS. So that's as good a sign as any, I think. What we'll end up doing is... oh, that's all fine for now. I'll just announce for now that we're here and we're ready. So Lisbon traffic, Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo, holding point uniform 5, departing runway 21. Lisbon traffic. Right, okay, so that's No response, so I think we're fine. Taxi lights can come on, strobe lights can come on, landing lights can come on as well. We'll take a quick peek outside. And we're so far in the nose of our CRJ that you can't actually see the whole aircraft. Crazy. Anyway. Clear on the right. Well, hopefully. Clear on the right. And clear on the left. Just carry on and make a late turn. There we go. This aircraft does not like turning, as I found out. Right, go on. You can do it. It will do it eventually, just not when you want it to. Because obviously there isn't a tiller in this yet, which is a bit of a shame, but... Right, in any case, so that's give or take lined up. And start the timer. Push buttons in. Increase the thrust. Let that stabilise. And toga. Just keep that there. Alright, 80 knots. It's a very quick takeoff roll, I'm very impressed. B1, rotate. Slow rotation. There we go. Positive rate, gear up. Get on those up, just climb us out quickly. Right, what I can do quickly is arm heading mode. Or rather arm nav. Speed mode as well. Climb at around 200 knots. Engage climb thrust. Oh, we've got VNAV as well, very nice. Right, engage. Didn't even know these had VNAV. Right, okay. I genuinely did not know these had VNAV. Well, in that case, nav VNAV. Oh, that's amazing. I genuinely did not know these had VNAV. Right, okay. It's 250 knots. Go in. I think this is more like an advisory VNAV rather than an actual VNAV, isn't it? So, right, flaps up. We're at that speed already. So Lisbon's sadly shrouded in cloud, but I can assure you it's probably really nice down there. Right, so go back to our climb checklist. Fuel cross so we can chuck back to auto. There we go. And we can disarm the thrust reversers. And with that, it's the rest of the flaps coming up as well. Right, with that we're about to reach our transition altitude as well, already. What I can do is push that in to put onto standard. Just leave that as it is. Alright, fantastic. So we should also be making a left turn shortly. I'll zoom that out quickly as well. It's fine, keep that on 80, and yeah, we'll put that on 160. Oh, fair enough, this is much nicer up here than it is down there, I'll tell you that much. Looks very ideal for a screenshot as well. Although at the same time this is... Oh no, you know what? I'll add that. I'll more than happily have that. Oi. Although conversely, got that on showcase view. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that. Oi. Right, we'll take a screenshot with, yeah, with this view, why not? Oh, now that is gorgeous. Look at that. Yeah, go on then. That was stunning. Alright, back to the cockpit we go. We're about to hit 10,000, so landing lights can come off. I genuinely was not aware of these handling now, that's incredible. Thought I started a timer as well. Turns out I didn't. Oh well. That's it's just my cut. I'm just cursed for that, I suppose, aren't I? So right, I think the climb speed is about 290, or is it 270? I guess it would be. Yeah, it's 290 for our climb speed. So I think we also overshot the turn, which is also all fun and games, isn't it? So, oh well. What I can do actually is give us a direct to EXONA, just cut a bit off. Direct to EXONA and execute. Just saves us a bit of faffing around in the turn. Right, and with that, we've oh, we can also turn the seatbelt sign off as well. Should be relatively smooth sailing for me. So, with that, we've departed Lisbon. Bit shoddy by my standards. I did forget a few things, but please forgive me. I am still fasting, so I'm bound to get a few things wrong. And yeah, so we departed Lisbon. We've taken the Flying Pencil out of Lisbon. That's also climbing a lot faster than I thought it would. This is a lot of have a nice VNAV. There we go. Right, I do want to fix that quickly because I don't think the VNAV works as well as it should. Oh, blimey, that is very interesting. Right, can we just climb to 280, please? Cheers. Right. I don't know why it's not climbing. What have I done? Right, I'm okay, this is a very interesting development. Right, okay, now it's climbing. There we go. Okay, right. As I said, very shoddy departure out of Lisbon by my standards. Apologies for that, but we have just ended up fixing things, hopefully. Oh god, that was embarrassing. That was very embarrassing, but we've gotten on top of it. Hopefully it should be less eventful coming into Madrid later. And enjoy the cinematics once again, and I'll see you on our approach into Madrid. Alright, welcome back, and we're in the descent now. We've just left we're just outbound of the Navas del Rey VOR. It's one of the fixes on the Toledo 6 Alpha Star. Yeah, Star. And, yeah, sort of reset my stupidity of a little bit of cruise we had. It turns out the CRJ1000 does actually have VNAV. It's an option that was only based on the 1000, I believe, and, yeah, we're letting that sort of take us into Madrid. So the arrival is just your standard sort of base leg far enough out to then intercept downwind leg far enough out to then turn base-ish to intercept the localizer. I say VNAV's doing a good enough job, but we're sort of attempting to maintain speed, it's just not doing it. A bit high, but it shouldn't be too bad. You know what, I'll switch over to VS. Although, actually no, I'll do. That's fine. As long as we make 11,000 by Rilco, we'll be alright. Right. I could actually just do that now, yeah. Turn VNAV off and turn VS on. And just keep us going down. Don't want us being too low, or else obviously we'll sort of end up overshooting. So what I'll end up doing is just turning VNAV back on and letting that do the rest. Just put the power in so we don't drop speed too much. The maximum speed in this bit of the star is 220 knots. We're obviously being kept well below that at the moment, so it's not doing too badly. So the initial descent is to 11,000 feet level Rilco, and then from Rilco you begin initial approach down to about 7,000, and 7,000 is where you then end up intercepting the ILS glide slope. I've got the ILS frequency mapped in at 110.7, so I'll need to redo the course once I sort of deem it appropriate. Our course is about 181. There's no ATC, so we're taking ourselves in. Although watch me say that, and literally just before we touch down, Barajas Tower comes online, and yeah, as I said, just my luck, I suppose, innit? Right. Okay, so if we can go down, that'd be nice. There's a kind of a fat crosswind coming in as ours. Fun and games. Yeah, just as long as we stay on VNAV path, we'll be alright. Now, the reason it's all so high is because there's obviously mountains to the north of Madrid, and obviously if we're too low, we'll end up crashing into the side of the mountains, which is the last thing we really want. So just take it nice and slowly coming in. Should be able to see said mountains forming underneath us. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of happy I did this. I completely forgot about World Update 8 being a thing, so fingers crossed we should see some rather lovely photogram and some lovely ortho being generated as we come in. Right, okay, so approaching Etuni now. And after Etuni we'll end up making a right-hand turn towards Rilco to then intercept the ILS, hopefully. So any moment now, we'll end up banking to the right. I'll say any moment now, but yeah, any moment now. Our transition altitude is 13,000. So I'll just... Oh, that's actually correct. Yeah, so QNH is 1016 at Madrid, so I'll just end up switching that back, ready for landing. There you go, there's our right turn now. Just watch some mountains form down below. If the bank angle was a bit shallower, you might actually see Madrid forming down below us, but alas. Right, I'm checking the lantern now. It doesn't appear to be much going on. There's a few folk that have spawned in. There's no ATC at Madrid. None that appears. Well, there's someone that does appear to be landing, but don't appear to be a factor. Alright, as I said, as long as we keep on path, both VNAV and speed-wise, we should be fine. So what we can do as well is go through our descent checklist is fairly standard. We've already done that, and yeah, we can go through our before landing checklist in advance. So I'm not going to put the flaps down or anything at the moment. I'm not going to arm the thruster, but yeah, that's just for when we're on the approach, I reckon. Okay, so if I'm established on the localizer, that's fine. I'll advise of my position shortly, but for now, turn the terrain radar on, if it works, which probably doesn't, but I can dream. Let a man dream, please. Right, as long as we're at Rilco, at or above 1000, we're golden, I'd say. Can do as well is actually just extend our flaps to 8, given we're under 230 knots, so that's the flap placard speed. Since we're landing on the 180, we'll have a really long rollout. So I mean, we'll still probably land flaps full. We'll still probably land flaps 45, but we won't be chucking the reverses in very heavily, as we're rolling out near enough to the end of the runway. And with it being at Madrid, the runway is quite long. It's about 4,179 meters long. So we're really not in a rush. Really not in a rush to slow down. As long as we vacate and don't hurt anyone, we'll be alright. Right, I mean, the CRJ1000 does have VNAV, as I obviously discovered, but one thing it doesn't have, as well as all the other CRJs, is an auto throttle, so near enough had my finger, or not even my finger, my hand, on my throttle quad the entire way down. There's those mountains we were warned about. Oh, blimey, that is a lot of ridge lift. Yeah, it's always a bit turbulent flying over mountains because of airflow characteristics and thermodynamics. But I won't bore you with physics. I'll just let you enjoy the view for now. Hell, I don't even do aerospace at uni. I'm probably not even qualified to talk about, you know, ridge lifts and thermodynamics as much. Right, in any case, once we leave Rilco, we can then continue. Whoa, that is crazy. Once we leave Rilco, we can begin our initial descent, or rather, final part of our initial descent to 7,000 feet. But for now, we'll just enjoy being bobbed around like some long bobblehead, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy. This is what mountains can do. God above, that is insane. Like, what are you doing? Oh, why is it descending? I'm not even going to question it at this point. Right, down to 7,000 we go. Should be the point we intercept the ILS. We are really being thrown about. Right, okay, 10,000 feet, landing lights on. I won't forget this time round, hopefully. Let's try and keep us somewhat stable. While I'm not hand flying the aircraft, I'll let the autopilot do that. What I will end up doing actually is popping heading select on, just so I can change our approach course coming in. Right, okay, so what I want to do is, well, I'll wait for that to, well, you know what, I'll attempt to just let the FMS do its thing instead of manually intervening. I think they fixed that issue from back then. Right, enough babbling, let's try and focus on our approach. As long as we're above 9,000 above its next waypoint, which we will be, and we're fine. Our VNAV's actually doing not a terrible job. It's quite nice. Again, like, these things just surprise me whenever I try them. So why is the QNH flashing? The QNH is 1016. Right, there's the localizer, sorry, is already coming in. The localizer's already armed as well. Probably, but I'll pop heading select on quickly and nav source to localizer 1. Oh, of course, here's 181. Okay, cool, that's perfect. Right. Oh, and we're overspeeding. So idle throttle quickly. Just pop some speed brake in so we don't overspeed even more. That should be alright, so check vPilot now. Well, you know what, I may as well just vocally announce it, it'll be a lot easier though. Badajoz traffic, Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo, inbound Medart on the ILS Zulu runway 18 right, Badajoz traffic. Right. Okay. No one's objected, so I reckon we're fine. Shouldn't be too far out, so there's a glide slope and alarm approach mode as well. Or rather, just arm approach mode, and I'll keep it as is for now. I think it's not looking too bad. Right, what I can do as well is flaps 20, given we are slow enough. Oh, we were slow enough quite a while back, I just didn't want to create a lot of drag. Right, there's Badajoz over there. And with any luck, we should be intercepting the glide slope and localizer at some point soon. What I end up doing actually is turning it to localizer 1. You know what, I'll just keep it on FMS. Let's have approach mode armed for now. Right. VNav I'll turn off, approach mode I'll turn on. Right, and I was going to say I'm sort of a bit high, aren't I? Right, just let that intercept, and that'll do its thing. And what we can do is go to performance quickly, set our landing speeds, our VREF is 138. So we've got quite a bit of slowing down to do. Fantastic. Alright, so we were a bit high, it didn't intercept the glide slope properly at first. Just was sort of too busy trying to follow VNav rather than a glide slope, but we move. Right, so missed approach altitude is 6,000, we'll set that in quickly. We're back on guide, and what we can do is lower the gear on the thrust reversers. Just keep it going for now, just create some drag, and increase the power just to compensate for us extending our flaps. Flaps 45 speed is 170, so just keep it slowing down for now. The thing is, once you put flaps down at 45, you get an intense amount of drag, so don't want to overdo it. Right, we have someone on our TCAS. I can't actually see them. I'll announce intentions again as well, so. Badajoz traffic, Air Nostrum 89 Kilo Echo, 6.7 out, ILS runway 18 right. Right, we are also very slow, so. You say we are below our VREF, so I kind of want to speed up. Last thing I want to do is stall an approach, so let's keep it going for now. Tell you what, I can't see this person. Where are they? Well, they've not announced anything. So I've got to pretty much take it as right, okay, never mind. I think I see some strobes, but they're all the way over there. It's not a problem for us. Okay. Super. Our wind should be 21011 according to the METAR, so which looks about right for now actually, so I'll just keep it going. See if it stabilises once we get close to ground, which it should hopefully, so you know what? Pop the hood down as well. So next G.I. Joe thing going on here. And to be fair, like the hood on the CRJ looks so sick, so I'll just keep it down. That's another thing I forgot to set my decision height. Well done. Right, TA only. That's fine. Decision height is at 200, well, as standard at 200, so let's put that in. I knew I forgot something. Again, apologies, I am fasting, so it is slightly breezy. Right, you know what? I think that's all set up. My aircraft.
400.
Just try and keep us steady coming in.
300. 2 minimums.
Right. Continue.
Minimums.
Right, we'll just keep doing that, so continue.
100.
It will keep doing that, yeah.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And touchdown. Burst is out. Decel. Right, okay, chuck the HUD back up. As I said, long rollout. Manual braking. Again, this has no auto brakes, so all the brakings are braking. Idle forward. Slow us down. And we can take not this right, the one after. Although I should have effectively taken that one. This meant we would have vacated a bit sooner. Okay, with that, welcome to Madrid, eventually. Yeah, it's the first time flying into the LatinVFR scenery, and I must say it's very nice. It's a bit performance heavy, but it's not too bad. Right, we're flying into Terminal 4 today, so take the first right. And stop the timer, if I find a click spot for it, which I didn't manage to last time. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Alright, fantastic. Slow us down. Just announce again. Barajas traffic, runway 18 right vacated. Okay, fantastic. So, can raise our flaps, disarm the thrust reversers, turn our landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe lights off, and just keep going. So, we want to turn right onto Whiskey 1, and turn our transponder off as well, which might be a good idea. Turn our radars off. And what we can do is turn the APU on. If I can... There we go. Right. It's very sunny coming into Madrid. I didn't actually check the temperature. Right, okay, now it's very nice of you to randomly stop in the middle of a taxiway. Even though I did not have my foot on the brakes. But, you know what, you do you. Come on, you can do it. I don't know why MSFS keeps doing that. If it's just my MSFS, probably is just mine. Right, we'll get moving eventually. That's us all cleaned up, which is very nice. And from the looks of it, we have sunk into the taxiway. Very nice. Okay, so what we'll be doing is we'll be taxiing to Terminal 4, which is over there. We're taking one of the northern stands there, which is what I believe a flight did in real life, so... What is it with the performance here? Might just be expecting a bit too much from my computer, but we'll ignore that for now. Okay, so APU's running, that's good. Yeah, I think it's just slowing down because it thinks we've sunk into the taxiway. Approach mode is still on for some reason. Turn the flight directed off. That all looks fine. I've made it down, so that's as good an achievement as any. It shouldn't be too long a taxi, it's literally just across and... Well, as I said, we can literally see the stand right now. Yeah, I just think it thinks we've sunk in a taxiway, so it's slowing us down. A fair bit of power to get out of it. Looking not too bad on fuel either, so it's alright. Just give us enough power to sort of get us out of the taxiway. So once you only look, it's only once I look at a map that I realise just how big this airport is. I thought Heathrow was big, this is a whole other level. Crazy. Right, let's keep ourselves going. I promise it'll be over soon. Don't have to hear my voice for much longer. Little taxiway lights are just loading in as we're passing by them. Don't know if it's probably my settings, to be honest. Oh well. Keep ourselves taxiing for now. Right, that all looks fine. No, I'm just a bit not even fixated, I'm just a bit anxious I forgot something, so just constantly looking up at the overhead. So I just realised this taxiway is on a bit of an incline, I think that's why we were a bit slow. Ah, hello Welling and Iberia. That's very nice. Completely forgot I downloaded Willing AI traffic. Fair enough. I'll be taking one of the, as I said, I'll be taking one of the stands over here. I'll probably take, so like 328. I don't know, we'll have a look, I'll see what I'm most tempted to turn into. That's 329. Do you know what? Yeah, 328, go on then. Let's turn taxi light off. Oh, that's gone very well. There's a huge lag spike just as I look towards the terminal as well. It's not ideal, but we move. Right, okay. See if there are any CRJ ground markings here, because there weren't any when I was at Lisbon, so I had to use a 737 ground markings and hope that was good enough. Right, okay. Keep ourselves going. This is where VDS would be handy. And there are CRJ start marking, super. Right. Okay, just keep us going. Right, okay. Right, there are CRJ stop markings, but I just don't think they're right, so I'll just stop it. There we go. Very sharp brake application, but it's fine. No one's dead, hopefully. Right, what we can do is just sort of quickly have the stand recognise that we're here. I'll get the baggage carts coming in and kill the engines and the timer. That's 84 minutes block time, that's not too bad. Alright. Right, that's that ready, so and do is turn off the fasten seatbelt sign and get the rest of our ground services in. So trucks on, cargo door open, ground power car on, and just let it ding away and sort of scream but to no avail. Okay, ground power on, that's APU off, and we can turn the fuel pumps off as well. Superb. Right, okay, and with that we can change the camera view to the correct one and fight against this huge performance spike, and oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so we've made it to Madrid. Had a few hitches coming here, but we have made it in the CRJ1000. First time flying this aircraft, thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably do so again. And okay. just phase through the aircraft, why don't you? But no, we have made it from Lisbon to Madrid. Little short hop across the Iberian Peninsula, and I very much enjoyed that. Hope you have as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall hopefully see you for the next video. Goodbye.